This is the horse that I did video on about too much joint up. When you asked him to work, he would want to just come to you and come into your space. We're not talking the trigger. He would just come into your space when you were doing groundwork. When you were on his back, ask him to go. He just wanted to turn around and bite your toe. He still wants to do his own thing, but he's not turning around and fussing about work. He's developed a little bit better work ethic. Still wants to be independent. We're not going to visit trigger like that, but when I ask him to go, he's not pinning his ears and biting at my foot anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him to work, do what I want him to do, put a little effort in. Get some stop, get some turn. I think this horse is going to end up making a really nice pinning or sorting horse. He's pretty cowy. He likes to do things, just he didn't really like doing what I asked him to do. You're gonna fuss at him for that? That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. Now let's go again. There we go. All right, go on the trigger. We're going to do what I said to do. Gonna go over here. Watch his ears while all this is going on. He's not being mad about being asked to work anymore. Now we can teach him a job. We had to get him okay with work, with being asked to work, before we could teach him a job. Go again. Good boy. Good boy. All right, put us a cow out. So we're going to track cows around a little bit. Try to not run one into the camera. Now he's actually gotten fairly aggressive on a cow. See his ears locked forward? He's really tuned in on the cow. So I have to, let's go. I have to balance that with tuning in on the cow, what he wants to do, but listening to me so that we do this under my rules. Follow the cow at a walk. Nope. Follow the cow at a walk. Not charging at the cow. Do it my way. You'll get to follow the cow. This all, we're teaching to work the cow to go towards a career. But what we're teaching here is self-discipline. That's the trait that he needs to learn, is self-discipline. Follow the cow, do it my way, and you'll get to follow the cow. As you do it my way, we'll get to do more. That's better. See, now he's following the cow. He's got his head down. He's got his ears locked on the cow. Charges at the cow. I'm going to pull his head around. Pull off. Nope. Can't do it that way. Go back to the cow again. My way. Can't have him charging at the cow, lunging at the cow, stomping at the cow. Nope. Got to do it my way. Black and white. As long as he's following the cow my way, I'll give him a slack rein. I'll give him his head a little bit, enough so that he can put his head down and track the cow, but not so much that I can't get his head back for if he charges at the cow. See how we've gone a lot longer without charging it to cow. He lunges at it. I pull his head around. He's still trying to go to the cow. I'm not going to let him go back to the cow until I have his attention completely on me. Then we'll go back to the cow again. He has to let me control speed and direction. Tracking good, I'll give him his head. No matter what the cow does, he has to walk. If the cow goes faster, we're still going to walk. Good boy. We're still going to walk. I'll point his head a little bit at the cow. I generally want to just give them their head and not pick the rein up with the horse that's a little bit further along. But with him, I want to just remind him once in a while, hey, I'm up here, do what I ask you to do. When a horse is further along and they know what their job is, I don't ever want to pick the rein up because the rein distracts them from the cow. Well, at this stage, I'm going to pick the rein up just to remind them, hey, I'm up here, do it my way. Since this horse has gotten a lot more fit and we started doing a job, he's not near as aggressive towards us. Now the cow's thinking about trotting, I'm going to make sure he stays walking. If you remember in the beginning, this horse was constantly biting at my toe, biting at me when I was saddling. I'm not going to let him bite at the cow, but I'm going to let him give him a job in a different way, in a productive way. Point his nose at the cow. Nope, we're not going to trigger. I always like having distractions around, like trigger over there and different horses around. A lot of times there's horses right on the other side of the fence right there. That's one of my turnout pastures. Because I want to work all them distractions so that the horse listens to me no matter what's going on around him. If I send this horse home, there's no distractions here, and then he goes home and then there's plenty of distractions, or the horse goes to a show and there's plenty of distractions, then the training's not going to be there. He has to do what's asked of him with distractions. That's why I don't set situations up perfect when I'm training. I want them to learn how to do under imperfect situations. And if they can work under imperfect situations, then they'll be able to work when things are perfect. Back to the cow. You have to work harder not to get me off. Right then, I wasn't looking at the cow. If I was looking at the cow, I wouldn't have got so far out of saddle. The other part of that, when you're working young horses on cows, they'll jump like that. You don't ever know what direction they're going to jump in. Sometimes they'll jump to the cow, sometimes away from the cow. There we go, a lot better. Back on the cow. Alright, cow started to trot. I went on and pulled his head away. Don't want to trot with the cow. I want him to walk. Go back to the cow again. This is all about his self-discipline and self-control. I'll let him do what he wants to do with rules. He has to abide by the rules or he don't get to do it. He wants to make the cow move. We're going to make it move at a walk. He's going to let me control speed and direction. As long as he abides by those rules, he'll get to do it and we'll eventually get to do more. At this point, I'm not even trying to steer the cow. We're just following. So this is Brody. I'll put a link up here to some of the other videos that I've done with him. Until next time, thank you for watching.